Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day the Other Way, Season 1, Episode Done. I have a couple of things to say. Number one, I do run a jewelry store, so if you want to buy any pieces of jewelry, you're welcome to. I do want to let you all know if I can find it. This is now sold. So if you liked it, if you saw them on my website, this is now gone. This is the only one that I had of this. So thank you. This is a remake of an old piece that someone bought. Also, this is a remake of a piece that someone else bought during my last collection. I also do have a favor to ask anyone who has bought something off of my website. If you can click the link in the comment section, go to the store and leave me a review. That would be greatly appreciated. I also want to let you all know that I have a podcast. It's called Talking Candidly with Camera. You can find the latest episode up here. You can get caught up on all 3 episodes before I think it comes out tomorrow's episode. So let's get this started. So we see Devin and Ji-hoon. They are going to have a traditional Korean wedding. She didn't know that the traditional wedding would happen so soon, but they're still going to have a big wedding for her family to come. Um, his aunts are there. His aunts seem really sweet. They say that no one in the family has married a foreigner, so this is the first time, but Devin looks Korean. I really think the reason why Devin looks Korean is because she got that really dark hair and that pale white face. Then we see Devin. She puts on the traditional garb and she looks like she's constipated, number one. Um, she just I don't know if it was manufactured drama for her to be like complaining in the confessional about, oh, I don't speak Korean. They could be talking shit about me. That's so American. Girl, ain't nobody got time to be talking about your ugly ass. Like, what you talking about? Um, she's sitting here and this isn't the wedding that she wanted. And she has to realize that this is now her family because this is the life that she chose. And I'm just looking at her like, you fucking, she reminds me so much of Laura and how Laura was basically being disrespectful to, well, not being disrespectful, but saying disrespectful things about Aladdin's culture and well, not the culture, but the garb that she had on. Oh, I look like Mr. T. Like, y'all know that y'all marrying people who aren't from here. You know that you're marrying foreigners. You know that people have culture. Well, you might not know that, but people do have culture, okay? And when you go someplace, then you're expected. It's just the common courtesy of it all. So after they do their wedding ceremony, they throw fruit. I think one of the fruits were dates, and I can't remember what the other fruit was, but they threw them into this like hammock thing that they made out of a sheet, and they was both holding, and it's basically to see how many children. So basically, they caught all of them, and she's like, no, I don't want any more children. Well, too late, Devin. We know that you're pregnant. We know that you're pregnant. She's pregnant, if anybody didn't know. They also did a piggyback ride. Well, she got on his back, and if he could walk around, I guess, a long time, then they would be in a big house. But she's like, you really can't be doing all this because I'm bigger than you. And they just settled on a small house. She hopes this was basically the season finale. She hopes that he can, well, the season finale for these couples, because the season finale for the other couples was last week. She hopes that he can prove to her that he can take care of a family, because if he doesn't, then she'd probably have to leave and go back to America. That's it. I'm not really in the best of moods. Okay. So we're gonna get a quick short review. I don't know if this is gonna take 90 hours to upload, but also, if you all are watching me, I'd like for you all to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you have subscribed, please turn on the notification bell. And if you have turned on the notification bell and you're not receiving notifications, please follow me on Twitter. Right here. I'm gonna put it right here. Follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. Both of these will be in this vicinity right here, so you can keep updated when my reviews are late, because I don't have a community tab and there's no way for me to communicate with you all on YouTube other than making a 3-second video, which is annoying. So thank you. Anyway, so we see Corey. He's been back in Ecuador for a week since returning from his father's funeral. And he says that he feels closer than ever to Evelyn. Okay. Um, he only has 3 weeks. He only has 3 weeks before he has to leave, so he has to propose to her. So he's going to go to her parents, more specifically her father, to ask for hand in marriage. So they were speaking a little bit of Spanish. You know, it was real elementary Spanish. So I'm like, damn, I know all these words. I was trying to, because I'm doing Spanish, not like in school, not in school, but I should, but I won't. I'm not doing Spanish in school. I'm just doing it on an app, and I need to start looking at more Spanish speaking TV shows and books and stuff so I can get more familiar with the language. Um, so he asks the father, would you be okay with me marrying Evelyn? The father is like, yeah, I'm going to be cool with it. I'm fine with it. Oh, also, I'm sorry, y'all. This is the same eyebrow pencil that I had on the last time. I just didn't make them as dark because for some reason, I was like, why were your eyebrows that dark? It's no reason for them to be dark. So I feel like maybe I can work with this. Y'all, please tell me if my eyebrows still look dark. I feel like they don't though. They look better than what they did in the last video. Um, the father says that he's fine with them getting married. However, Evelyn's going to be the problem. Corey is like, yeah, I know that Evelyn's going to be the problem. The father is actually happy because he says that it shows that there's true love between them. So it's their 4-year anniversary, and he's taking her someplace special. They go to this hot air balloon. She's afraid of the hot air balloon because she's like, things are sketchy in Ecuador. And I was like, things are sketchy in Ecuador. Bitch, you're from Ecuador. And I know, I sit up here and I can call all of America trash. But to be quite honest, so am I. So I'm like, yeah, that's why you was asking for $5,000 for tables and chairs. Mm. Anyway, so they go up in the hot air balloon. They're kissing. He's like, honey, do you see that sign over there? She like, no, I don't. I see my name, but no, I don't. So he's like, okay, whatever. They were only in the hot air balloon for like 10, maybe 35 seconds. 35 seconds, maybe a minute and 15 seconds. They were in the hot air balloon for a minute and 15 seconds. It was not long, okay? Um, I talked more about my earrings than they were in that darn hot air balloon. So he's like, okay, let's walk over to it. He walks over to it, tells her to cover her eyes. She covers her eyes. She reads it, tú quieres something. And I was like, damn, can I figure out what y'all trying to say? Anyway, she turned around, he on his knee with the ring, like, baby, please. And she like, and look, if you ask somebody to marry you and you are on your knee for longer than 5, 10, 15, 30 seconds at the most, they don't want to marry you. She was like, oh, that's a big question. Well, bitch, yes or no? I mean, I understand, but it's not like, I mean, yeah, Corey's a dumbass because she said that she didn't want to get married, and she didn't want to come to the United States, and she knew in order for either one of y'all to be with one another in this space that y'all would have to have a spousal visa. But whatever, we just gonna act like she don't know this. So after 45 minutes of him on the ground saying, you don't have to marry me if you don't want to, just let me know, just let me know, just tell me what you want to do, big homie, I'm here for you. She finally says, yes, I'll marry you. Then she says in her confessional, just because I say yes to the engagement doesn't mean I'm ready to say yes to a marriage right now. Okay. So he then carries her to the beach. He's ordered a private chef and fireworks. And I said, this where the rest of your money gone. So you needed to have saved this money for when you come back to the United States and be done with that broad. But you didn't do that. So now you ain't got no GD money. Anyway, um, she says that she really loves Corey, regardless of how she acts sometimes, and she's really thankful that he did this for her. And yada yim, yada boom, bada bing, bada boom. So that's the end of their story. They're happy in love. Okay. Please don't tell me. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I hope I ain't leave Jenny for last because they didn't got on my GD nerves. Anyway, Jenny is leaving India today. She says it's hard for her to be mad at him because she loves him. So he comes over and they hug and they kiss and they cry. And his brother dropped him off and will be back in an hour to pick him up. So the brother basically is babysitting him to know that he's not gonna run off. And I'm like, damn, why, Jenny? Why in the hell would you want to be with a man like this? Like, anyway, because I really don't care. Jenny wishes that he had told her sooner, and Sumit feels so bad for not telling her. He says that when she's gone, he'll have a lot of things to face, and he has to let his parents know that he wants to be out of the marriage. Um, they're crying. Jenny is like, "Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Do what you need to do to not let me go, girl. If he didn't want to let you go, then you wouldn't be leaving India right now. Do you understand that?" Huh? I don't give a damn. That man could be from India. That man could be from Nigeria. That man could be from Australia. That man could be from wherever. If that man wanted to be with you, he would have he would have taken the necessary steps to be with you. And regardless of how hard that is to do in India, how hard it is to get a divorce, he would have done whatever it takes to have you not leaving India. But he didn't. And he allowed you to sell all of your things on good faith, and you still like this man. I don't understand it. Anyway, they're sad, they're crying. Sumit says that they were just finally starting to make this house a home. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, Jenny leaves. Jenny can't, I'm sorry. Sumit cannot take Jenny to the airport because, so she can't even go. And you remember when you first got there and he was an hour late? Like, come on. Anyway, um, Sumit can't take Jenny to the airport, so they hug outside when her taxi come. And Jenny's final words are to the camera are, "Don't feel bad for him. I mean, don't beat him up because he's a good guy. It's not his fault. It is his fault. He's a 30-year-old man. It's his fault. It's his fault." Okay, nigga, I would have been on the run. Okay, if they said, "Hey, you getting married?" I'm sorry, what? You're getting married? Okay, I'll get married. And I would have been gone right out that door, right out that door. And that's not even a door. This is a closet. I would have been gone, gone. But you obviously don't love this woman, so please. I mean, Jenny, look. The saddest thing is that you let a man half your age fool you into selling all your things, leaving the stability of your life, leaving the comfort of your family to want to be with a married man. Anyway, so we see, who do we see? Oh, Tiffany and Daniel. They are leaving tomorrow. Now, this is something that got me a little bit confused. Tiffany and Daniel are leaving tomorrow, so she invited the wellness coach, Craig, with an H at the end. Craigh, Craig, to so they can have a one-on-one talk, so they can all be on the same page. And what I really honestly truly am a little bit confused about is I'm all about women. Okay, I'm a women's woman. Okay, you know, good women, not stupid women. And I'm at a crossroads because I'm like, Tiffany, in what world do you think that it is physically okay to marry this man, get pregnant by this man, uproot your son to another fucking continent, okay? And then say, I don't really like it here, we gonna leave. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like this would have been better if first Daniel had never come. If this was a trial run, if you said, I'm going to be here for 3 months, Daniel's not going to be there. Daniel's going to be back in the United States. You and I can, be together, get married, spend our little time together. But you went there with the direct plan of staying, of moving. And then you turn around and say, gotcha, and leave this man. Honestly, I'm not saying that Ronald should go out and start gambling again. But I'm just saying, what a situation to put somebody in. What a situation to put somebody in. You're pregnant with this man's first child. And now all of a sudden, you are like, and then, okay, so, the wellness coach tells her that the biggest thing for Ronald is going to be stress. And he has faith in Ronald that as soon as he drops them off tomorrow, he's going to come straight to him. And so it's the day of them leaving. Daniel is crying. Daniel is teary-eyed because you introduced him to a man that he calls dad, which I hope that he did that on his own and you didn't force him to do that. And now you're telling him, oh, we about to leave. He crying. Daniel's crying. Ronald is like, my boy, it's fine. They hugging. Tiffany crying. I don't know. Look, I just really am very confused as to how she could do this. And I know that, but that's the thing. The way that she was talking was like, this is it. Because she said, we have committed, we have a strong relationship. It doesn't matter if we're going to be apart, for like 6 months, 8 months, a year and a half. We gonna do what we need to do. But it started to take on a feel of, what if his visa don't get approved? It don't seem like Tiffany is going to come back. And how dare you? I have never in my life felt this feeling of like, you can't do this. I know it's your life and you can do whatever, but how did you get pregnant by a man? And it's not even like you going over there to have a baby and come back. You're just not coming back. Anyway, that's it. The tell-all obviously is 2 parts, but it's only going to be an hour each, which is great. I mean, if they try to pull a 2-hour shit like they do on Before the 90 Days, I might watch it because I'm more interested in the other way than I am Before the 90 Days. So if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be right down here. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.